Imagine a world where technology takes a back seat and tradition is the guiding force, where people live off the land, relying on manual labor and natural resources to sustain their lives. What would it be like to experience a community that values simplicity, hard work, and cooperation above all else? How different they are from the rest of us. This is America's most conservative town. Let's discover the secrets behind their unique way of life. Welcome to Lancaster County. Life in Lancaster County. In Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, the Amish community rises with the sun to start their day. They tend to their farms, where they grow a variety of crops and raise livestock. Horse-drawn buggies are a common sight on the roads, and farmsteads dot the landscape. They work together to harvest crops, fix equipment, and build homes. Many Amish families also have a small workshop where they make handmade goods like furniture, baskets, and quilts. Daily life in Lancaster County is centered around community and family. The Amish gather for meals, church services, and special events like weddings and harvest festivals. Similar communities can be found in other parts of the United States, such as Holmes County, Ohio, and Shipshewana, Indiana. In Holmes County, the Amish operate small businesses like craft shops and bakeries. In Shipshewana, they are known for their expertise in woodworking and furniture making. They maintain a deliberate separation from modern society, limiting their use of technology and modern conveniences. They do not have televisions, computers, or smartphones in their homes, and they prefer to communicate face-to-face or through handwritten letters. It allows them to focus on their community and traditional way of life. For instance, Amish children attend school until the age of 14, after which they begin working on the family farm or learning a trade. Daily life in an Amish town. In their town, daily life unfolds with a sense of tranquility and purpose. The morning sun rises over fields tended by farmers who work the land with care and dedication. The air is filled with the sounds of nature and the gentle hum of horse-drawn buggies as they make their way down dirt roads. Families gather for breakfast, sharing stories and laughter as they fuel up for a day of physical labor and community activities. They prioritize community and faith, with daily routines revolving around family, work, and worship. Children attend school, learning valuable skills and knowledge that will serve them well in their future roles. Women manage households, care for children, and contribute to family businesses, often working alongside their husbands in the fields or traditional crafts. Men work as farmers, craftsmen, or tradespeople, taking pride in their labor and providing for their families. Community events are an integral part of their life, fostering a sense of unity and cooperation. Barn raisings, quilting bees, and other gatherings bring people together, providing opportunities for socializing, sharing stories, and celebrating milestones. These events are often marked by traditional food, music, and laughter, reflecting their values of hospitality and generosity. Evenings are spent together as families, sharing meals, singing hymns, and strengthening bonds. Their homes are plain and functional, reflecting their values of humility and modesty. Clothing is practical and modest, often made at home or purchased from fellow community members. Horse-drawn buggies and scooters are preferred over cars, and traditional skills like woodworking, quilting, and blacksmithing are valued and passed down through generations. Despite the challenges of living without modern conveniences, they have developed creative solutions to meet their needs. They use alternative energy sources like bottled gas and pressurized gas lanterns for lighting and power. Life in modern cities is a world away from life in Amish towns. In cities, the pace is fast, and technology dominates every aspect of daily life. People rush to and fro, often glued to their screens, as they navigate the hustle and bustle of urban living. In contrast, Amish towns are serene and peaceful, with a strong emphasis on community and tradition. Their people live simply, relying on manual labor and natural resources to sustain their lives. Their days are filled with the sounds of nature, the smell of fresh earth, and the warmth of community. While city life offers convenience, diversity, and opportunities, their life offers a sense of belonging, connection to the land, and a slower pace. In cities, people often prioritize individuality and independence, whereas in these communities, family, community, and tradition are paramount. Despite their differences, both ways of life have their own unique charms and challenges. The Amish way of life is a refreshing reminder of the importance of simplicity, hard work, and community, while city life showcases human innovation, diversity, and progress. Each has its own beauty, and both are worth appreciating. Amish marriages and family. In this community, marriage is a sacred institution that strengthens family bonds and reinforces community ties. Typically held in November or December, these weddings are simple yet meaningful affairs that reflect the community's values of humility and modesty. Their marriage customs are steeped in tradition and symbolism. Couples typically marry young, often in their early 20s, after a period of courtship that may last several years. The wedding ceremony is conducted in a simple yet dignified manner, with the couple exchanging vows and rings in the presence of their community. The newlyweds are then welcomed into the community as a new family unit, with the husband taking on the role of provider and spiritual leader. Within their families, roles and responsibilities are clearly defined. Husbands are traditionally responsible for supporting their families through their work and expertise, while wives take charge of managing the household, raising children, and often assisting with family-run businesses. Children are valued as a blessing and are taught important skills. Family members collaborate to care for their home and farm, promoting a spirit of teamwork and shared responsibility. Both family and community play a vital role in their lives, offering a strong sense of connection, belonging, and support. They prioritize spending time together, sharing meals, and participating in community events. By working together and supporting one another, these families can thrive in a world that often values individualism and material success. They also celebrate various milestones and traditions throughout the year. Birthdays and anniversaries are marked with simple yet meaningful ceremonies, often accompanied by traditional foods and gifts. They also observe holidays like Christmas and Easter with reverence and joy, focusing on the spiritual significance of these occasions. Hospitality and guest etiquette. When guests arrive, they are warmly welcomed with open arms and open hearts. Amish hosts take great pride in providing a warm and inviting atmosphere, often serving traditional foods and drinks that showcase their culinary skills. From freshly baked pies to steaming cups of coffee, they ensure that their guests feel comfortable and at home. Guests play a meaningful role in their lives, with visits seen as opportunities to deepen relationships and strengthen social ties. Visitors may come from within the community or from farther afield, drawn by their reputation for warmth and hospitality. During their stay, guests are welcomed into daily life, often taking part in activities like farming, crafting, or local gatherings. In return, they offer gifts or lend a hand, nurturing mutual respect and a spirit of reciprocity. By welcoming guests into their homes and lives, they build strong relationships and foster a sense of belonging. Whether it's a family visiting from a neighboring town or a traveler seeking refuge, they extend a warm welcome, offering a glimpse into a simpler, more traditional way of life. Heritage and cultural preservation. The Amish place a high value on preserving their heritage and cultural traditions. They believe that their way of life is rooted in their history and cultural identity, and that preserving these traditions is essential to maintaining their community's integrity. From traditional clothing and hairstyles to folk music and storytelling, They work to preserve their cultural heritage in a rapidly changing world. The importance of heritage and cultural preservation is evident in their commitment to maintaining their language, customs, and traditions. For example, Amish communities often have their own schools where children learn about their history, culture, and values. Community and cooperation. This strong sense of community is fostered through regular gatherings, shared activities, and a commitment to working together for the common good. From barn raisings to community auctions, they prioritize cooperation and mutual support, recognizing that their individual well-being is tied to the well-being of the community as a whole. Gardening and food preservation. As we move into an Amish family's garden, we're immediately struck by the vibrant colors and lush greenery that surround us. They are master gardeners, cultivating their land with care and dedication. Their gardens are an example of their strong connection with nature and commitment to sustainability. We notice the diverse array of crops, from juicy tomatoes to crisp lettuce, all grown using traditional methods passed down through generations. One of the defining features of Amish gardening is their work on organic practices. They avoid using harsh chemicals, instead opting for natural methods to control pests and diseases. We see evidence of companion planting, where certain flowers and herbs are used to repel pests and attract beneficial insects. They also make extensive use of composting and animal manure to enrich the soil, creating a fertile ground for their crops to thrive. We notice the importance of food preservation in their life. The family takes great pride in preserving their harvest through various methods, including canning, freezing, and dehydrating. We see rows of neatly labeled jars filled with homemade jams, pickles, and sauces, all made using traditional recipes. They also use techniques like fermentation to preserve vegetables and fruits, creating delicious and nutritious food that can be enjoyed throughout the year. By preserving their harvest, they can enjoy a steady supply of fresh, wholesome food, even during the winter months. Through their commitment to traditional practices, manual labor, and strong social bonds, they have created a thriving culture that values humility, cooperation, and self-sufficiency. Their example encourages us to reevaluate our own values and priorities, embracing a more mindful and sustainable approach to life.